Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the news at 9. The headlines. Bhupendra Patel-led new government takes oath in Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says energetic team to take the state to newer heights of progress. Parliament passes Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022. Two important G20 meetings under India's presidency to begin tomorrow. Mumbai to host Development Working Group meeting, while Bengaluru to hold Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia visits Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi to resolve issue of congestion. Retail inflation eases to 11-month low of 5.88% in November. And in FIH Women's Hockey Nations Cup, second pool match between India and Japan underway in Spain. BJP leader Bhupendra Patel was sworn in as the Chief Minister of Gujarat for the second consecutive term this afternoon. He was administered the oath of office in secrecy by State Governor Acharya Devvrat at the grand ceremony held at Helipad Ground in Gandhinagar. Mr. Patel took oath as the 18th Chief Minister of Gujarat. Along with the Chief Minister, 16 ministers were also sworn in today. Of them, 8 took oath as Cabinet Ministers, 2 as Ministers of State with independent charge, and 6 as Minister of State. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, several Union Ministers including Amit Shah, Smriti Irani, and Mansukh Mandavia, along with Chief Ministers of BJP-ruled states, attended the ceremony. Our correspondent reports that the first meeting of the new cabinet took place today, and newly inducted ministers have been allocated portfolios.
Important departments such as General Administration, Home and Police Housing, Revenue, Disaster Management, Urban Development, Urban Housing, Panchayat, Roads and Buildings, and Information Broadcasting have been kept by CM himself. Finance, Energy and Petrochemicals have been given to Kanubai Desai, while Rishikesh Patel has been allotted with Health, Higher and Medical Education, Law and Judiciary. Raghavji Patel will look after Agriculture, Animal Husbandry and Industry, MSME, Cottage, Khadi and Village Industry have been given to Balwant Singh Rajput. Moyobhai Vera will look after Tourism, Cultural Activities, Forest and Environment and Climate Change, whereas Kuberbhai Dindor has been given Tribal Development, Primary, Secondary and Adult Education. The only woman Cabinet Minister Bhanuben Babaria will look after social justice and empowerment, women and child welfare. Harsh Sanghvi has been given independent charge of Home Guard and Gram Rakshak Dal, while Jagdish Vishwakarma has been given independent charge of cooperation and others. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
The Prime Minister congratulated Bhupendra Patel on taking the oath as Gujarat Chief Minister. Mr. Modi also congratulated all those who took oath as ministers. He said this is an energetic team which will take Gujarat to even newer heights of progress. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur also extended wishes to Mr. Patel. The Parliament has passed the Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022 with the Rajya Sabha approving it today. Lok Sabha has already passed the bill. The bill seeks to amend the Energy Conservation Act 2001. It promotes energy efficiency and conservation. The bill empowers the centre to specify a carbon credit trading scheme. The legislation also stipulates that designated consumers may be required to meet a proportion of the energy needs from non-fossil sources. The Energy Conservation Code for buildings will apply to office and residential buildings with a connected load of 100 kilowatt or above. Replying to a debate on the bill in the House, Union Minister for New and Renewable Energy, Raj Kumar Singh said, "It is a matter of pride for all the citizens, the way India has moved on energy transition and enhanced the renewable energy capacity." P. Wilson of DMK, Manoj Kumar Jha of RJD, Shakti Singh Gohil of the Congress, Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena and other members also participated in the discussion. Lok Sabha has taken up discussion on the first batch of supplementary demands for grants for 2022-23 and demands for excess grants for 2019-20. Under supplementary demands for grants, the government has sought Parliament's nod to the approval of gross additional expenditure worth around 4.36 lakh crore rupees for the current fiscal. The proposals for grants include net cash outgo aggregating to over 3.25 lakh crore rupees and gross additional expenditure of over 1.10 lakh crore rupees. Initiating the discussion, Mr. Shashi Tharoor questioned the government on the issue of rising unemployment in the country. Participating in the discussion, Nishikant Dubey of the BJP highlighted several measures taken by the government on welfare fronts. Members from other political parties also participated in the discussion. However, the discussion remained inconclusive. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, CBIC, has initiated investigations into goods and services tax evasion of around 23,000 crore rupees by gaming companies. These companies also include online gaming companies located in India as well as abroad. The tax evasion is related to the period between April 2019 and November 2022. This was stated by Minister of State for Finance, Pankaj Chaudhary, in a written reply in the Lok Sabha today. Two important G20 meetings under India's presidency will begin in Mumbai and Bengaluru tomorrow. Mumbai will be hosting a 3-day meeting of Development Working Group DWG from tomorrow. Briefing addressing press conference in Mumbai today, India's G20 Sherpa, Amitabh Kant, said, country's vision for the Development Working Group meeting will be to share India's human-centric sustainable development goal story and citizen-centric governance.
Our objective is to be the voice of the global south, and we will try and galvanize consensus for a Green Development Pact which we will work on. So our priorities are accelerating progress on achieving the SDG through collective actions here, lifestyle for environment, data for development. And here we will display the cultural heritage, traditions, craft, dance forms and cuisines of Maharashtra, and we will be highlighting India's booming startup landscape here.
Our correspondent reports Mumbai is fully prepared for hosting G20 delegates.
Delegates visiting Mumbai for G20's Development Working Group's meeting are being welcomed in traditional Maharashtrian style. The whole city is prepared to host its guests. State government and Mumbai Municipal Corporation has decorated the city with banners, posters welcoming the delegates and showcasing rich heritage of Maharashtra. G20's logo is also being displayed at important places including iconic Gateway of India. Guests will get a chance to experience cultural heritage, dance and craft of Maharashtra. They will also have opportunity to taste food of Maharashtra including Mumbai's famous street food. Jeevan Bhavsar, AIR News, Mumbai.
The first G20 Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting to be hosted by the Union Finance Ministry and the Reserve Bank of India will begin at Bengaluru in Karnataka tomorrow for 3 days. More from a correspondent.
The IT-BT city Bengaluru, known as the Silicon Valley of India, will be the venue for G20 Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting and first Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors meeting for 3 days starting tomorrow. The discussions will include reorienting international financial institutions to meet the shared global challenges of the 21st century, financing cities of tomorrow, managing global debt vulnerabilities, financing for climate change, and advancing the international taxation agenda, among others. A panel discussion on strengthening multilateral development banks and a seminar on the role of central banks in green financing will also take place. Since India has taken over the presidency of G20 Forum, concerted efforts are on to showcase Indian culture, tradition and tourist destinations. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia paid a surprise visit to Terminal 3 of the Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi today amid complaints of congestion at the airport. He inspected all the congested areas and interacted with the airport staff. The minister held a meeting with all the stakeholders at the Delhi International Airport Limited office where key directions were issued to deal with the matter. Later, talking to media outside the parliament, the minister said that the numbers of entry gates have been increased at IGI T3 terminal.
एयरपोर्ट में वर्तमान में 14 एंट्री गेट यात्री के लिए होते थे और 2 एंट्री गेट क्रू और हमारे दिव्यांग के लिए आरक्षित किया गया था। आज हमने वो स्थिति बदलकर 16 गेट पैसेंजर्स के लिए कर लिए हैं और 2 गेट क्रू और दिव्यांग के लिए हमने रखे हैं और हमने मिलकर ये निर्णय लिया है कि हर गेट के ऊपर एक बोर्ड लगना चाहिए कि हर गेट पे वेटिंग टाइम क्या है।
Our correspondent reports on the measures taken by the government following the visit of the Civil Aviation Minister's thorough ground inspection of Terminal 3 of the Delhi Airport.
Additional automatic tray retrieval system machines will be deployed for baggage checking to ease the congestion. Earlier, there were only 13 machines installed on the ground, which have been increased to 16 in the last few days. The number of machines will be soon increased to 17 and subsequently to 20. A command center will monitor crowding at the gates in real time. At the terminal checkpoint, digital display boards will be installed which will show the wait time at each entry gate. All airlines will keep their counters completely manned, especially during peak hours. Flights during peak hours will be reduced between 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. With Bhupendra Kumar, Suparna Saikya, AIR News, Delhi.
Information and Broadcasting Ministry has blocked Pakistan-based OTT platform Vidli TV and 4 social media accounts for displaying anti-India content. It has also blocked Pakistan-based website and 2 mobile applications. The ministry said the OTT platform had recently released a web series titled Sevak, The Confessions, which was found to be detrimental to the national security, sovereignty and integrity of India. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will be visiting New York in the United States to preside over 2 high-level ministerial signature events of India's ongoing presidency of the United Nations Security Council on the 14th and 15th of this month. The high-level ministerial open debate on Wednesday is on the theme of new orientation for reformed multilateralism, and high-level briefing on Thursday is on global approach to counter-terrorism, challenges and way forward. Retail inflation based on the Consumer Price Index CPI eases to an 11-month low of 5.88% in November this year. As per the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation data released today, retail inflation came down mainly due to ease in food prices, which stood at 4.67% and a higher base effect. Retail inflation slipped to the lowest level since December last year. In October, India's annual retail inflation had eased to a 3-month low of 6.77%. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will participate in a program commemorating Sri Aurobindo's 150th birth anniversary tomorrow through video conferencing. The program will be held at Kamban Kalai Sangam in Puducherry under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. During the program, Mr. Modi will release a commemorative coin and postal stamp in honor of Sri Aurobindo. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. Sri Aurobindo, born on the 15th of August 1872, was a visionary who made lasting contributions to India's freedom struggle. In a bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak Tonight, we will bring you a live discussion on the role of Ayurveda in health and wellness. In a studio, we will have with us experts Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary, Minister of Ayush, and Dr. Tanuja Nesari, Director, All India Institute of Ayurveda. Listeners can ask the questions from 9:30 p.m. onwards tonight on telephone numbers 011-2371-7106 and 011-2331-4444. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies. In the FIH Women's Hockey Nations Cup, the second pool match between India and Japan is underway at Valencia in Spain. India took an early lead of 2-0 till reports last came in. A win would guarantee India a place in the semi-finals, as India and Japan are the 2 top-placed teams in Pool B with 3 points from 1 game each. South Africa and Chile are the 2 other teams. Earlier, the Indian team made a winning start to the Nations Cup campaign against Chile 3-1 in a Pool B match. And now, before I end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Bhupendra Patel-led new government takes oath in Gujarat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says energetic team to take the state to newer heights of progress. Parliament passes Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022. 2 important G20 meetings under India's presidency to begin tomorrow. Mumbai to host Development Working Group meeting, while Bengaluru to hold Finance and Central Bank Deputies meeting. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia visits Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi to resolve issues of congestion. Retail inflation eases to 11-month low of 5.88% in November. And in the FIH Women's Hockey Nations Cup, second pool match between India and Japan underway in Spain. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.
We remain vigilant whether the sea is calm or in a boom. We are constantly prepared to assist the nation. We take pride in being members of the Indian Navy.
Decide to join the Indian Navy as a career. Unmarried male and unmarried female candidates can apply online for Agniveer May 23 batch. Last date for submission of online application is 17th December 2022. Visit www.joinindiannavy.gov.in. Indian Navy, an ocean of opportunities.